Multiversus Season 5 has been delayed slightly by 2 weeks. Kind of like my video response to this topic has been, well, delayed by a little bit. Sorry, some things came up, don't want to talk about it. So, anyway, Multiversus did announce that Season 4 was going to be extended by an additional 2 weeks during their Into the Verse stream from this past Monday. I'm sure many of you, if not all of you, have already heard about this by now, but just in case, I need to play the clip just for context so everyone is on the same page here.
So we have a scheduling update for you. Season 5 will be extended by Season 4 will be extended by 2 weeks. Yeah. It'll be be now ending on February 4th. We also have an extension for Rank Season and a new arena event that will be going along with that as well. And the Rogue Rift will be going from the 14th all the way to the 4th. So the new date for Season 5 will begin on the 4th, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody taking a look at all the unique, fun, incredible new stuff that'll be joining in Season 5.
So after that announcement was made, some alarm bells started going off in the community. Oh no, Multiversus delaying stuff. We've been here before. We don't want to go down this road again. We already went down this road. We always took a left. Can we take a right this time? Like, go a different path. We don't want to go down this road. No more. So yeah, this kind of brought up some old bad feelings for players that have been around for a long time. So then again, with the announcement, they didn't officially say why it was being delayed or Season 4 was being extended by an additional 2 weeks. And then people were hoping they'd make an official announcement as to why it was being extended. Well, then they posted on Twitter, but they just said the same thing. Season 4 is being extended by 2 weeks, therefore delaying Season 5 by 2 weeks as well. But no reason was given. So, a lot of, again, alarm bells were starting to go off. But I think when we look at everything, Season 4, we were told right before Season 4 began, we were told that Season 4 was going to be 10 weeks long as opposed to 8 weeks that Season 1, 2, and 3 were, right? So the additional 2 weeks might have seemed a little strange at first, but then you kind of looked at the calendar and you factored in, oh, the holidays are coming up. 2 weeks. All right, makes sense, right? So I tried looking this up, but I couldn't actually find anything like from a real database or anything like that. There's just a whole bunch of random stories. But my point being, game developers typically get about 2 weeks of vacation or just 2 weeks off at the end of the year for the holidays. There were a couple cases, very small, select cases, where developers actually got 4 weeks off. I don't think Multiversus and Player First Games gets 4 weeks off. They might, for all I know. I don't work there, but 4 weeks was reported in a couple things that I did see. But my point is, with the holidays being around, all right, it makes sense to extend Season 4 by an additional 2 weeks to make it 10 weeks. Well, then the announcement came another 2 weeks. So Season 4 is 12 weeks long. Now, again, no reason was given why we got the extended or the extension of 2 more weeks. So a little worried here, but maybe we don't really need to be worried, because when you just sit down and kind of think about it, and this is the reason I kind of delayed my video response on the topic. I didn't want this to come across as like super negative. I was probably like most of you. I heard the news and I went, oh no, not again. But I wanted to sit on this for a couple days, and I'm glad I did, because I don't think this is as big of a deal as a lot of people are making this out to be. Again, it's the holidays. Maybe the devs get 3 weeks off for all we know. Maybe they do get 4 weeks off for all we know. Or maybe it just comes down to Season 5 and what they have planned for Season 5, and what am I getting at the Battle Pass, what characters are coming, the other content, is there another game mode coming, other improvements to gameplay, all that sort of stuff. Do they need a tiny bit more time to work on that? Because imagine, you sit down at work on a Friday, and then your boss goes, all right, time to go home, and you get 2 weeks off. And you're like, oh, wow, 2 weeks off, that's pretty cool. So now imagine 2 weeks later on that Monday, you come into work and your boss goes, all right, pick up exactly where you left off. It's going to be a little tough to kind of jump back into the routine and the swing of things, right? So maybe you need that little buffer period to get back into the swing of things for your job. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe that's what that is, right? The devs are just kind of saying, hey, just to be on the safe side, we'll extend season 4 by 2 weeks, and that's it. I wish they would say something like that, because then we could put this whole topic to bed. To be honest, it's not that big of a deal. But they didn't say that, so we gotta sit here and speculate, right? So speculation, content coming to the game. Some of the biggest content for Multiverses is the characters, and maybe this is me trying to put together my own puzzle pieces here, but I'm going to talk a little bit about spoilers here, so sorry for anybody that doesn't want to be spoiled about data mined characters. But Lysol has told us in a tweet that the unknown character, codenamed C038, will be releasing during Season 5. The mid-season character is an unknown character. It just has the code name of C038. We don't know who this is. So, for example, we do know some data mined characters. For example, Daffy Duck has been data mined, Ruby Rose has been data mined, Aquaman, Wicked Witch, just to name a couple characters. There's been some other ones, but, if a character has already been named in the files, they are not character 38, essentially, in the codenamed character 38 in the files. So this is an unknown character, or at least it should be an unknown character. So maybe that's what Multiversus wants. Maybe that's what the developers are trying to do here. Maybe they just want that little bit of extra time for this character that nobody knows about. And Multiversus is planning its first actual surprise character that maybe we don't know or that we don't expect to happen. Maybe, this is me hoping, I don't think it's going to happen, but what if this is our first third-party character? What if this is our first third-party character? Maybe, I don't think so, but maybe that's the case and they want that little extra time to fine-tune everything, make sure the character's all good to go, ready for launch and everything. Maybe it's just as simple as that. Maybe it is. And this whole deal about Season 5 being delayed by 2 weeks, maybe it's not a big deal at all. But on the flip side of that coin, if delays keep happening, if they keep happening, well then, yeah, maybe we do need to brace ourselves for, well, the bad outcome here. But hopefully this is just a tiny bump in the road. This is just an outlier here, right? They extended by 2 extra weeks, and maybe that's the only time it happens. Maybe Season 5 is back to 8 weeks, and then Season 6 is 8 weeks, and Season 7 is 8 weeks. You get the idea, right? What if they just go right back to their old style and their old cadence of content and how long seasons could be? Maybe that's all it is. Maybe the devs just want a tiny bit of extra time to develop whatever they have for Season 5 and to try to just get back in the swing of things after a break in the holidays. So maybe it's as simple as that. In this whole topic of doom and gloom and Multiverses delaying a season, maybe it's not that big of a deal. It could be, but maybe it's not. So fingers crossed that it's not a big deal. And, well, I guess only time will tell. But I do need to know. Down in the comments, please tell me, is this a big deal to you? Do you think them delaying Season 5 by 2 weeks, is it an issue or is it not? As of this moment, I truly believe this is not an issue, but only the devs will prove me right or wrong.